Those of us on the We the People ride, we've ridden our bikes the entire length of the United States-Mexico border, 1,700 miles from California to the coast of Texas. We're musicians, faith leaders, pastors, activists, regular old people, actors, all kinds of us who are thinking about what do we need to know about life on our US-Mexico border. We've learned a few things. One lesson that we learned is that the US-Mexico border is safe on both sides.
Yes, life here on the border, especially this amazing city, the city of Douglas, and the city of Opreta, Sonora, Mexico, a very peaceful place.
It's a wonderful community, you know, it's so quiet. It's just like, oh, it's a ghost town, but it's not, because it's very, very active.
I know Paso is very safe. It's a very safe place to live.
I know the impression that many people have throughout the country is that it's lawless, that there's shootings going on, that there's all kinds of crime. Nothing could be further from the truth.
It's a stereotype that you know, everybody in Mexico is crook. Yes. You know.
Mexico's not what people make it look like, you know? Like whether the government, like, you get killed out there if you go there. That's what the first thing people think.
Media I've seen has been covering it as kind of dangerous.
I tell her, okay, you're gonna come down, go to the church, but then we're gonna go to Mexico. Is it safe? Could I go? Would I be in any trouble at all? No, you won't. Not at all.
It's really not like that, you know? It's just, it's a lot of love out here. People don't see that no more, you know?
Well, you know, there's all this slander about. We get a lot of tourists down here from all over the U.S. for the winter time.
The one that the Gordon Ramsay show where he comes in and like flips everything upside down to like save it to make sure.
I feel maybe people should experience things to know more about them. Maybe come check it out and see how safe it really is.
Now, that's not what you always hear from people in the media and certainly from some politicians. They dredge up a whole lot of fear to make people feel like the border is a war zone. The second lesson that we've learned is it's not entirely safe if you're a migrant. That the policies of the United States government put migrants in such great risk. And even though some people want to say that migrants are the ones we're to be afraid of, the migrants who are coming into our country are vulnerable, and traveling into our country is not safe for so many of the men, women, and children who choose to enter this country.
Salí de mi país porque there's not enough food, there's dangers for death, danger for rape, danger for kidnapping for my child, and I could not protect them. And that, not only that, but we didn't have enough food. It didn't matter how long I worked, not enough food.
El coyote nos trajo en trailer.
Smuggler gets them into cattle semi-truck. Around 200 to 300 people, pregnant women, children, all together. And they're allowed one bottle of water and one Pedialyte, but no food.
Nosotros solo, ellos dicen pues para los coyotes dicen que cuando nos traen.
No, they trick us. The smugglers trick us, and after they take our money, they put us on these cattle semi-trucks, and they don't feed us and they don't allow us to shower, and it takes almost over 30 days to get here.
Me quedo triste cuando me dejaba mi niña.
¿Mande?
Cuando me dejó mi niña allá en Guatemala, estoy triste. Yo quiero luchar por mis niños. Yo no quiero perder mi vida, mis hijos. Por eso yo
I don't want my children to lose their lives. I don't want my children to get raped. I don't want my children to get kidnapped. I don't want my children to get killed. And I rather risk my own life so I can save theirs.
Es la mano de Dios sobre nosotros. Él nos cuidó. Él siempre ha estado con nosotros. Dios nunca nos ha dejado.
It's the hand of God that has protected us. It's the hand of God that has protected our children, because we should have been dead.
Yo quiero porque ya no quiero regresar. Porque
And I am praying that God will open the doors for us, for our children, because I cannot go back to Guatemala. And I want to have the opportunity to claim asylum.
Esto que abra las puertas.
The third lesson is that it's nonprofit groups that are meeting the needs of people along the border. Our federal policies come up far short of where they should be. And it's nonprofit, often faith-based groups that have to step in and fill the gap and care for people.
Oh, I hope that you can just stay and watch the process.
We will.
Because this is
it.
what it's all about. Coming. Good morning.
Am I turning this thing?
Yes, you are. So in spring of 19, our county experienced a surge. And at that time, Border Patrol was at capacity and didn't know really where to leave those people. And so it was creating a problem within the community. Border Patrol then reached out to all the pastors in our area. Out of that, one pastor in particular said, I think we can do this better. And his name was Pastor Sean Young, and he is with City Church.
What I saw underneath the bridge and the amount of people underneath the bridge, I mean, I never imagined seeing anything like that in Del Rio, you know, working with the immigrants for the last couple of years. That was an eye-opener. In this area, we've been seeing, if memory serves me right, 25 to 30,000 a month crossing the Del Rio sector. We haven't had a place to overnight. So they'll usually just wait at the airport, or they'll wait at the bus station overnight. You know, if it's a vulnerable mom with a baby, and you know, we'll obviously try to get her kind of placed if possible. Again, we're just so small, and we just don't have the manpower ourselves, and we would definitely need buy-in from other entities and government entities to make that work.
And again, I just want to emphasize, this is you and Tiffany and a group of volunteers doing all of this work on behalf of migrants and in coordination with other federal agencies to stand in the gap and make all that work.
It goes back to the fact that we are faith-based, and helping others is a big part of what we do. And so when you're coming from that vantage point, it's really not that political. It's just what needs to be done.
We're very glad for the work of the Valverde Humanitarian Coalition. It's crucial work, but it's work that should be carried on in partnership with the federal government and paid for by the federal government. It doesn't make sense that small nonprofit groups like this have to carry all of this burden to care for people. It just rubs us the wrong way, and we think that there's a better way for us to move forward in our public policy and in how we spend our money along the U.S.-Mexico border.